Have you ever wanted to learn something new, quickly? Maybe play an instrument? Paint a landscape? The thrill of diving into a new hobby can be exhilarating. It's like opening a door to a world of endless possibilities. Imagine the sense of accomplishment when you master a new skill, even if it's just the basics. The journey itself can be incredibly rewarding. I'm all about sparking joy, and today, my joy is calligraphy. There's something magical about the flow of ink on paper, the way each stroke comes to life. It's not just about writing, it's about creating art with every letter. The elegance and grace of calligraphy have always fascinated me, and today, I'm diving headfirst into this beautiful craft. Could I become a calligrapher in just 24 hours using only YouTube? Let's find out. This challenge excites me. With countless tutorials and expert advice at my fingertips, the internet is a treasure trove of knowledge. I'm eager to see how much I can learn and how far I can push my creative boundaries in just one day. The idea of transforming my handwriting into art is thrilling. It's ambitious, maybe even impossible. But that's what makes it so exciting. Challenges like these push us out of our comfort zones and help us grow. They teach us resilience and perseverance. Even if I don't become a master calligrapher overnight, the experience itself will be invaluable. It's about the journey, not just the destination. But imagine the satisfaction of writing beautiful letters. The sense of pride and accomplishment that comes with creating something beautiful with your own hands is unmatched. Each stroke, each curve, each letter is a testament to your effort and dedication. It's a tangible representation of your hard work and creativity. I love how calligraphy turns words into art. It's a form of expression that combines beauty and meaning. Every letter, every word, every sentence becomes a piece of art. It's a way to communicate not just through words, but through the elegance and grace of each stroke. It's a celebration of the written word in its most artistic form. This is about more than just neat handwriting. It's about mindfulness and creativity. Calligraphy is a meditative practice that allows you to slow down and focus on the present moment. It's a way to express yourself creatively while also finding a sense of peace and tranquility. It's a beautiful blend of art and mindfulness, a perfect way to unwind and find joy in the simple act of writing. Calligraphy has always fascinated me. The elegant strokes, the delicate curves, it's like a dance on paper. It reminds me of the Japanese art of shodo, where brushstrokes are infused with intention and energy. I envision myself writing invitations for my next tidying festival, each letter flowing gracefully onto the page. Imagine the joy my guests will feel, receiving such personalized invitations. Yes, this challenge is ambitious, but the thought of creating beauty with my own hands sparks immense joy. First things first, supplies. The journey into the world of calligraphy begins with gathering the right tools. It's like preparing for an adventure. You need to be well equipped. A quick search reveals a whole world of calligraphy tools. From traditional nibs to modern brush pens, the options are endless. It's fascinating to see how many different tools are available for creating beautiful lettering. Nibs, inks, different types of paper. It's overwhelming. Each tool has its own unique purpose and can create different effects. The variety is both exciting and daunting. I feel a slight urge to organize all these beautiful tools, but I must stay focused on the challenge at hand. It's easy to get lost in the allure of these supplies, but I remind myself that the goal is to start practicing. After much deliberation, I select a beginner's calligraphy set. It seems like the perfect starting point, with all the essentials included. The set promises to provide a good foundation for learning the basics. It has everything I need: a pen holder, a few different nibs, and some ink. The simplicity of the set is reassuring, making the first steps into calligraphy less intimidating. I even find a pad of paper specifically designed for calligraphy. The paper is smooth and thick, perfect for practicing strokes without the ink bleeding through. Now, armed with my tools and my trusty YouTube tutorials, I'm ready to begin. The excitement builds as I set up my workspace, eager to dive into the art of beautiful writing. The tutorials promise to guide me through each step, making the learning process enjoyable and structured. With each stroke, I hope to improve and eventually create stunning pieces of calligraphy. The journey ahead is filled with potential, and I can't wait to see where it takes me. The first tutorial I choose promises to teach me the basics of italic calligraphy. The instructor's voice is calm and reassuring, making me feel like I can master this art form with just a bit of practice. I watch intently as the instructor demonstrates the foundational strokes, each movement precise and deliberate. The screen shows close-ups of the pen gliding smoothly across the paper, creating elegant lines and curves. I feel a mix of excitement and nervousness as I prepare to try it myself. The instructor makes it look so easy. With each stroke, the letters seem to flow effortlessly from the pen. I can't help but admire the fluidity and grace of the movements. The instructor's hand is steady, and the ink flows perfectly, creating beautiful, consistent lines. I wonder if I'll ever be able to achieve such finesse. The tutorial continues, breaking down each letter into simple steps, and I feel a bit more confident. Maybe, just maybe, I can do this too. Dip the nib, angle the pen, apply pressure, and splatter. My first attempt is far from perfect. The ink splatters unpredictably, creating a chaotic mess on the paper. I try to follow the instructor's guidance, but my hand is unsteady, and the ink seems to have a mind of its own. The nib catches on the paper, and the lines are uneven. I can't help but laugh at the mess I've made. It's clear that this will take a lot more practice than I initially thought. Ink goes everywhere. My fingers, the table, even the wall. I look around in disbelief at the extent of the mess. My hands are stained with ink, and there are splatters on the table and even a few on the wall behind me. It's a bit overwhelming, but I remind myself that every artist has to start somewhere. This is just part of the learning process. I take a moment to appreciate the chaotic beauty of the ink splatters, seeing them as a testament to my first steps into the world of calligraphy. Cleaning up the ink is a slight detour, but it reminds me of the importance of mindful preparation. I grab some paper towels and start wiping down the table, carefully cleaning the ink off my hands. As I tidy up my workspace, I think about how important it is to be prepared and organized. This small setback is a valuable lesson in patience and perseverance. I realize that taking the time to set up my workspace properly can make a big difference in my practice. I lay down some newspaper to protect my workspace and take a deep breath. This time, I'm determined to be more careful and deliberate. I spread the newspaper evenly across the table, making sure to cover every inch. I take a moment to center myself, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly. This simple act of preparation helps me feel more focused and ready to try again. I remind myself that learning a new skill takes time and patience, and that each mistake is an opportunity to improve. This time, I dip the nib more carefully and hold my breath as I make my first stroke. I focus on the angle of the pen and the pressure I'm applying, trying to replicate the instructor's movements as closely as possible. My hand is still a bit shaky, but I feel more in control. The ink flows more smoothly and the lines are a bit more even. I exhale slowly, feeling a sense of accomplishment. It's not perfect, but it's a definite improvement from my first attempt. It's wobbly, but it's a start. I look at the strokes on the paper, noticing the small improvements. Each line is a bit more consistent, and the letters are starting to take shape. I feel a sense of pride in my progress, no matter how small. This journey into calligraphy is just beginning, and I know there will be many more splatters and wobbly strokes along the way. But with each attempt, I'll get a little better, and that's what makes the process so rewarding.